The film award season often starts in November to February have only choose the best person. But then in the year, sometimes judges have to have two wins, which actually have a draw. They cannot choose, so what would they do? Sometimes they acted up four nominees and two actually draws. To complete this question, we come to the notion, should there only ever be one winner? As the first speaker for the opposition team, we decide that we disagreed because in this public world, we have seen there are so many options, so many winners that competed together into groups where people share, where people smile, where nothing changed, but only the wins count. To work as a team, not only for your own self, but for others. You can be as a team to work together, but not be selfish and always envious. Let's go into our framing. Our team burden is to believe that people could have stronger academic performance, and sometimes they are the same. As for our team, we decide that people could have envious moments. Also, the ways they can control their emotions to others because they feel envious, they feel left behind, even though they're being for a job themselves, they're helping and you're the one of the leaders, and then you left them behind because you clear them as yourself and say that I am the one to make this team popular. I am the one who makes this construction. It's not them. They just look behind and saw the whole thing all together. Aren't right teams, and then you make a bulliness to themselves. This isn't right. But at a situation, it doesn't mean that everyone can be the winner, but instead that everyone can actually assess the winner. Only not everyone, but sometimes groups and teams, not only one person can achieve every part of the competition, only themselves. Let's go to our changes. The changes are always out there about the film season, and the stakeholder will be affecting here is the winners and the people themselves. Let's go to my rebuttal. For the affirmative team, we decided the comments was wrong. The statements wrong is about where even though things are easy, there's some actually groups that there's some art or works that was unbelievably hard to do alone or be completely oneself at a time. The big construction, but 1,010 hours, you had to work in a team to accomplish their own success. If you are a pro, you can live and work alone, but sometimes our team and our world need help. We need our others' ideas to work on our construction, to work on our projects, to feel together as we're upgrading each other instead of feeling envious, instead of feeling sad, unbelievable that you are leaving behind, instead of growing up because of the leader is leaving you. And this can't always be winner, or one winner, which is unfair to the workday. Let's go to my first argument that choosing a one only winner is actually hard. As our trainer, we just saw for the first example of the film team where they were actually real world today. But I just showed you that there's not always be a winner because there are actually possibilities in the whole day, today, even now. This draws the nominees, etc. We just ban them. We just say they could always be actually one successful mature people, but we just revise just that I say you that it's always so much clever instead of just being one successful partner all the time, and that's when real purpose come in. Let's go for my example. In the Booker League, there was choosing between authors, but actually only the best authors can approve this own Booker League and this competition. But there was not actually this competition. But then in 2019 October, the judges was trying to decide between the two authors that completed the book. And we not completed the book, but each book was spectacular. There was so the judges feel as it was more incredible than they could imagine. Both of them had the same style. Both of them had different stories, but it's acknowledged as the fact that two stories help us understand clever style. There was beautiful writing. Everything is so structural and it's perfect that we can't decide. So the judges, make themselves and win. And they say, we interviewed them in 2019 October. It says that we cannot choose because it's too hard. As our example, we just prove that this is the way judges can find sometimes people have advantages and not always be a bit so a loser. You have in the world examples here to see them, and that's why judges can always do that. And the impact here is that nobody can be left behind of their own prestigious job. And we just found out the judges and judging can be sometimes hard on their work, on their own finished touches, on the style, the design, everything is beyond that. So you have to choose for people to be perfect or not. It's sometimes hard. Just prove it to you again. Let's go to my second argument, is that if there were only one winner, sometimes people could get envious. As you see, as my sometimes classes, as children, you can find that others people, they are the successful ones, they are mature ones, and the others, they feel like, can I be this kind of person, can replace them? Because they didn't have any value at all. They don't focus on their own team. But they refuse to let you inside and be the overcomer. But what's the envious anyway? This is the way reason began for the world popularity, where it was enormous. They were so ginormous and they're so popular that they was always supporting the people. And here I can show you history. For example, Lincoln, as the president somehow, he was the president. Abraham Lincoln. He was the president some years and years ago. But the envious here, that his became strong and democracy strong. But there's affecting to his death. The death here because some people are envious. They shoot him to death. We still remember his progress, right? We don't envy him. But the others, their heart is more bound into dark and the hate. As we all, we let to remain with peace. Our team showed that there's some people who was actually very dark, very envious, very hurtful at all. And sometimes, people cannot choose between the two individuals that was actually spectacular. And that's why there's not always one winner, but sometimes multiple, but not everyone, as our team's declared. Thank you for listening.